Do you want to learn how much time you truly have remaining? After you reach 70, every year feels more valuable. And the reality is, your body is already sending you clues about how long you may endure. These signs are not just random occurrences, but they are based on scientific research and understanding of the aging process. Some individuals in their 70s still feel robust, alert, and full of energy, while others begin to decelerate, facing health issues and exhaustion. The distinction is often found in a few critical signs, subtle yet potent markers that can offer you a peek into your future. In this video, we're going to discuss 7 simple indicators that can disclose how long you may persist after 70. These are not assumptions or legends. They are grounded in actual trends that scientists and physicians have noticed in people who enjoy long, vibrant lives. By the end of this video, you'll understand precisely what to observe in your own body and habits, and more crucially, what you can do to enhance your odds of living longer and staying fitter. Stay tuned until the finish, because you might be ignoring small details that could have a massive effect on your future. Once you identify these signs, you'll have a clear picture of where you stand and what adjustments you might need to make to extend your years. Now, let's dive in. Sign 1. Your walking pace. One of the most reliable predictors of how long you might endure after 70 isn't tucked away in your genes, your health records, or even your meals. It's something far simpler: your walking pace. Research has revealed that people who sustain a consistent, lively walking tempo in their 70s and beyond tend to outlive those who noticeably slow down. That's because walking pace is closely tied to overall wellness, muscle power, heart function, and even cognitive health. Consider 2 individuals, Joe and Frank, both 75 years old. Joe, a retired teacher, strolls every morning, maintains a steady rhythm, and doesn't struggle when crossing roads or climbing steps. His movements are smooth, stable, and assured. Frank, a former construction worker, used to be active, but has decelerated considerably over recent years. He finds it hard to keep up with others, takes frequent pauses, and sometimes feels wobbly on his feet. While Joe's tempo suggests his body is still performing well, Frank's declining pace could be a caution that his health is waning. A slow, unsteady walk isn't just about growing older. It can hint at underlying problems like muscle fatigue, poor blood flow, or even early brain decline. Your legs are your base, and when they begin to falter, so does your overall durability. The good news: walking pace is something you can enhance. The more you walk, the stronger you remain. If you've noticed yourself slowing down, don't dismiss it. Start making small efforts to build strength. Whether it's taking more strolls, using light weights, or doing basic leg exercises. Because, ultimately, how quickly you move through life can literally tell you a lot about how long you'll keep moving at all. There's always room for improvement, and every step you take can lead to a healthier, longer life. So, pay attention to your pace. It might just be the easiest way to gauge your longevity. Sign 2. Your grip power. Believe it or not, the strength of your handshake might reveal more about your future than you realize. Studies have found that grip power is one of the most evident markers of overall vitality in older adults. A firm, steady grip suggests robust muscles, good blood flow, and a well-operating nervous system. On the other hand, a weak or fading grip can be an early alert of muscle loss, frailty, and even a higher risk of health issues. Take Robert, a 78-year-old man who always took pride in his firm handshake. He stayed active, did light weightlifting, and never struggled with opening jars or carrying bags. Then there's Walter, also 78, who started noticing that simple tasks, like twisting a bottle cap or holding a heavy suitcase, felt tougher than before. He brushed it off as just aging. But what he didn't realize was that his fading grip power was signaling a loss of muscle mass, which could make him more prone to falls, injuries, and even a shorter life expectancy. Your hands reflect your overall muscle health. If your grip is weakening, chances are the rest of your body is too. The more strength you lose, the harder it becomes to stay independent, active, and resilient. The good news: you can rebuild it. Simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grippers, or carrying light weights can help maintain your grip and keep your muscles strong. So, take a moment and test your grip. If shaking hands feels weaker than before, or if daily tasks are getting harder, don't ignore it, because how well you hold on to things today might reveal how well you'll hold on to life in the years ahead. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Now, let's move forward. Sign 3. Your ability to balance on one leg. Balance isn't something most people consider until they start losing it. But your ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is one of the strongest predictors of how long you'll endure. Research has shown that people who struggle with balance are more likely to face falls, injuries, and even mental decline. On the other hand, those who can maintain their balance well into their 70s and beyond tend to enjoy longer, healthier lives. Picture two women, Carol and Nancy. Both in their early 70s, Carol has always been active. She walks daily, practices yoga, and can easily lift one foot off the ground for several seconds without wobbling. Nancy, however, hasn't paid much attention to her balance over the years. When she tries to stand on one leg, she immediately starts tipping over, needing to grab something to steady herself. What Nancy doesn't realize is that this loss of balance isn't just an annoyance, it's a warning that her coordination, muscle power, and even brain function may be declining. Good balance relies on strong legs, a sharp nervous system, and a healthy brain. If you notice yourself stumbling more often, feeling unsteady when turning quickly, or needing to hold on to walls or furniture for support, it's time to act. The best part: balance can be improved. Simple exercises like standing on one foot for a few seconds each day, walking heel to toe, or practicing light Tai Chi can help you rebuild stability. Try this test right now. Stand up and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without struggling? If not, don't panic, but don't ignore it either, because the more you work on your balance today, the stronger and steadier you'll be for the years ahead. Sign 4. Your sleeping habits. How well you sleep at night reveals a lot about how long you might endure. Sleep is not just about rest, it's when your body repairs itself, strengthens the immune system, and clears toxins from the brain. Studies have shown that people over 70 who maintain consistent high-quality sleep tend to enjoy longer, healthier lives. In contrast, those who struggle with poor sleep face a higher risk of memory decline, heart disease, and a weakened immune system. Consider two men, Henry and Bill, both in their mid-70s. Henry has a steady bedtime, sleeps around 7 hours each night, and wakes up feeling refreshed. Bill, on the other hand, has restless nights, tossing and turning, waking up multiple times, and sometimes struggling to fall asleep at all. Over time, Henry's body continues to function well, his mind stays sharp, and his energy levels remain steady. But Bill starts experiencing brain fog, daytime fatigue, and even changes in his blood pressure, all linked to his declining sleep quality. If you wake up often during the night, have trouble staying asleep, or feel exhausted even after hours in bed, don't brush it off. Your body is telling you something. Poor sleep can be linked to many things: stress, poor diet, lack of physical activity, or even undiagnosed health conditions like sleep apnea. The good news: sleep quality can be improved. Simple changes like reducing screen time before bed, sticking to a routine, getting natural sunlight in the morning, or avoiding heavy meals at night can make a huge difference. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested, it's about keeping your body and mind functioning at their best. So, tonight, pay attention to how you sleep. If you wake up tired, struggle to stay asleep, or feel like your sleep has changed in recent years, it's time to make adjustments. Because how well you rest today might determine how strong and healthy you stay in the years ahead. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating great content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating patterns. The way you eat after 70 is one of the strongest predictors of how long you might live. A healthy appetite and a well-balanced diet keep your body robust, your immune system resilient, and your energy levels high. On the other hand, a sudden loss of appetite or poor eating habits can signal underlying health concerns and even hasten aging. Consider two women, Margaret and Susan, both 74 years old. Margaret enjoys her meals, eats a variety of fresh whole foods, and maintains a steady weight. She looks forward to preparing her meals and feels energized throughout the day. Susan, however, has noticed that she just isn't as hungry as she used to. She skips meals, relies on processed foods, and has unintentionally lost weight over the past year. What she doesn't realize is that her declining appetite isn't just a small change, it's a red flag that her body may not be absorbing nutrients properly, which could weaken her muscles, slow her metabolism, and even affect her immune system. A decreased appetite in older adults is often linked to underlying health issues, including digestive problems, hormonal changes, or even early signs of cognitive decline. When you're not eating enough, your body starts breaking down muscle, leading to weakness, frailty, and an increased risk of falls and illness. If you've noticed changes in your eating habits, whether it's feeling full too quickly, a lack of interest in food, or unexpected weight loss, it's important to act. Eating well after 70 isn't just about staying full, it's about giving your body the nutrients it needs to function properly. Focus on whole nutrient-dense foods, stay hydrated, and don't ignore a shrinking appetite. Could be your body's way of telling you that something needs attention. So ask yourself, are you still enjoying your meals? Are you getting enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep your body strong? Or have you noticed a decline in your appetite and energy levels? The way you eat today has a direct impact on how strong and independent you'll be in the years ahead. Sign 6. Your ability to manage stress. How you manage stress after 70 can reveal a lot about how long you'll endure. Chronic stress doesn't just affect your mood, it weakens your immune system, raises your risk of heart disease, and even accelerates aging. On the other hand, people who know how to handle stress effectively tend to stay healthier, more active, and mentally sharp well into their later years. Take John and Richard, both 76 years old. John faces challenges like anyone else: unexpected expenses, health scares, family issues, but he has learned to handle them with a calm, steady approach. He practices deep breathing, stays socially engaged, and doesn't dwell on problems longer than necessary. Richard, however, holds on to stress. He constantly worries about things outside his control, feels overwhelmed by small frustrations, and often finds himself stuck in negative thought patterns. Over time, this constant stress wears on his body, his blood pressure rises, his sleep suffers, and his energy levels drop. Long-term stress triggers inflammation in the body, which has been linked to nearly every major age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart conditions. If you're often feeling tense, irritable, or emotionally drained, don't ignore it. Finding ways to manage stress, whether through mindfulness, exercise, deep breathing, or even laughter, can add years to your life. Ask yourself, when challenges arise, do you adapt and move forward, or do you hold on to worry and let stress take control? Your ability to stay calm, find solutions, and focus on what you can control isn't just good for your mind. It's a key factor in how long and how well you live. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating great content to inform and inspire you. Sign 7. Your social bonds. The strength of your relationships can be one of the most evident predictors of how long you might endure after 70. Studies have consistently shown that people with strong social ties, whether through friendships, family, or community involvement, tend to enjoy longer, healthier lives. Loneliness, on the other hand, has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early mortality. Think about two women, Eleanor and Barbara, both 78 years old. Eleanor has an active social life. She stays in touch with old friends, participates in a local book club, and enjoys spending time with family. She looks forward to her conversations, laughs often, and feels a sense of connection to the people around her. Barbara, however, spends most of her time alone. She has lost touch with many friends over the years. And though she has family, she rarely reaches out. As the months pass, she starts feeling isolated, her mood declines, and her overall health begins to suffer. Human connection is more than just emotional support, plays a direct role in physical health. When you interact with others, your brain stays active, your stress levels drop, and your body releases chemicals that promote overall well-being. If you've found yourself withdrawing from social activities, avoiding phone calls, or spending more time alone than you used to, it's time to change that. Staying connected doesn't mean you have to be surrounded by people all the time. Even small efforts, like reaching out to an old friend, joining a group with shared interests, or making it a habit to have meaningful conversations, can make all the difference. Because the relationships you nurture today don't just bring happiness, they help ensure that you stay healthier and live longer in the years to come. Final thoughts. Now that you know these 7 indicators, take a moment to reflect on where you stand. Are you moving through life with strength and confidence? Or have you noticed subtle changes that might be warning signs? The good news is that most of these factors, your walking pace, grip power, balance, sleep quality, eating habits, stress levels, and social bonds, are things you can improve. Your future isn't set in stone, and the choices you make today can have a powerful impact on how many years you have ahead of you. If you've recognized areas where you need to improve, don't wait for a doctor to tell you it's time to make a change. Start now. Take more walks, strengthen your muscles, prioritize good sleep, stay socially connected, and find ways to manage stress. The goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live better. Because longevity isn't just about the number of years you have left, but the quality of life you experience in those years. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating great content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.